Hi, thanks for joining me for another Independence Day recipe, and I'm here to help you get independent of paying good money for low quality food. And today what I'm going to make first of all is a hot dog relish that I kind of made up on my own. We'll see how it turns out. Yes, you're allowed to do that. And then our next episode will be a potato salad that I know is divine. I've been told enough times. So what I did was I looked at this recipe on this good relish, this Simply Relish by Mount Olives, but not inexpensive at all. And I said, well, I can sort of do some of kind of what they've got there. So I started by, they said cucumbers. I started by chopping up pickles because I wasn't sure about putting the cucumbers in there, and now I'm giving myself that option of maybe adding some cucumbers. I'm cooking by feel, which is the way I like to cook. And then it says to put in red peppers. Well, I don't have red peppers, so I'm washing a green pepper. Peppers are one of those things that they need to be washed really well. And so this has already got in here vinegar and baking soda, but I'm just going to show you what that's about and how that fizzes up and really does a good job of washing things. But again, it's been soaking for a while, so that's important. So I'm just going to get my knife sharpened soon, for one thing, and chop a little bit of bell pepper. And so I'm going to add that to the pickles, but I'm going to go ahead and add a little more vinegar, even though they're sour, but I just want to do that. And see how we're doing here. We'll kind of mix this up and let it sit a little bit and taste. But just for expediency, I'll go ahead and go on with this. What I'm going to do, one of the things that made this appetizing is the red in it. So I don't have the red bell pepper, so I'm going to add some red onion for color and, of course, flavor. And then I'm also going to go ahead with some vinegar. And what I was going to put apple cider vinegar in there. And a lot of relishes have sugar in them. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use kind of a sweet vinegar instead. And we're just playing around, see how it goes. And yes, you're allowed to do that. So it's called improvisation. It's a wonderful and necessary skill in the kitchen. So I'm actually going to use a rice vinegar, a roasted garlic rice vinegar. Not very much, just because, like I said, I don't know. A little bit of that. Put those onions in. It's got the pickles in there. And now the question is, I'm going to do a little sea salt in it, but the pickles are already kind of salty. You see, they started with cucumbers. And then a little turmeric. It does have that in this bought relish. So we'll try a little of that. Not much. And then what I'm going to do is stir it, let it sit, and if I decide after I'm done with it and taste it that I want to add fresh cucumbers and more bell peppers, then I can. And I'm also going to add a sweet onion to this to add taste and bulk. I'm not going to go through the whole thing where you have to wait on me, but I just want, this is how I do onions. There's a lot of different ideas of that, but I just cut each end and I cut through that. Easily peel off the outer layer. And I'm saying this because there's people that are intimidated by this. I use sweet onions. They're not as hard on the eyes. If they are, then they're probably not really sweet onions. And so just chop these really fine. And after I get them chopped, I'll chop them some more. And you can put these in a food processor. That would probably be the way most people want to do that. I have an aversion to having to wash it and having that really sharp blade sitting around, having cut myself a few times, so I just do it like this. So you find your way in the kitchen, what works for you. Other people's suggestions are just that, they're suggestions. And this onion is a bit hot. So that's my hot dog relish. I think it's going to make the hot dogs really, really good. I think it's going to be wonderful. But I'm going to do a taste test side by side with this and just see. But I know that I made more and it cost a lot less than this did. Thank you so much, and join me on the next episode where we make really good potato salad. And John Parker is going to be a special guest, bringing you some wonderful recipes that he's developed. So again, thanks a lot and join us.